As President of the United States, I was present at the first Pan-American Congress in Washington, D.C. Believe that with God's help, our two countries shall continue to live side by side.
Hello everyone, and today we're going to be going through every single Generation 1 Pokemon and ranking them from worst to best. Now, what inspired this idea was the new Pokemon Snap a few weeks back was announced release date for the game with a new trailer. Would you be quiet, Bella? Thank you. But we're going to be going through every single generation of Pokemon. I know new Pokemon Snap's not main series. I understand. But I will be going through every single generation of Pokemon, getting that to, opinions on them. So, basically what we're going to be doing, I'm going to go through every single, as well as the forms in Mega Evolutions for Gen 1. This is just specifically Gen 1, but I will be going over Alola forms, Galarian forms, Gigantamax forms, and Mega Evolutions, as well as the regular forms. No, we don't need Mr. Beast ads. No, thank you. Alright, anyway, so yeah. So, without further ado, might as well just jump into this, because this video is going to be pretty long, so I don't want to have to drown out too much talking about stuff. However, okay, actually before we get started, one last thing I want to say is, I have the list pulled up on my computer, on my laptop computer right here, right next to me, so this is kind of just being made on the spot. I didn't prep any of this. I'm just going to go with my gut on this, and I'm sorry if I diss little Timmy's Venomoth. I'm sorry if I say something bad about your favorite Pokemon or some Pokemon you like, or if I say something good about your least favorite Pokemon. If you disagree, by all means, tell me in the comments below if you disagree with my opinions. If you like a Pokemon I hate, or you hate a Pokemon I like. So, just feel free to tell me your favorite Pokemon and least favorite Pokemon in Gen 1 in the comments below. And I will be doing Gen 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 when I get the time, after these videos come out. So, and I will be doing later generations as well when those come out. But just for now, we're going to be doing Gen 1. Alright, so we start off with Bulbasaur is the first Pokemon on the list. Grass Poison type, this is number 1 in the Pokedex. Bulbasaur is a pretty good design. I think this is an amazing design, especially for the first starter Pokemon, the first grass starter they've ever minted. Great design for Bulbasaur. Definitely I don't have much complaints about this. They nailed the grass type design in my opinion. I love quadruped Pokemon, and with Bulbasaur they nailed that design. Next up is Ivysaur. Now Ivysaur, I personally like better than Bulbasaur. Oh yeah, by the way, this is just going to be strictly on design, and I'm going to not spend too much time on these, otherwise this video will be several hours long, but I will spend a good amount, a few seconds on each of them. So we have Ivysaur. Ivysaur is a pretty good design overall. I think Ivysaur is a really good Pokemon. This is just strictly design. I think it looks better than Bulbasaur. I like the plant that shoots out of it, and I like the little design where it was like a bulb, and then it was like a little, bud, and then with Venusaur, it opens up the flower. So Ivysaur is really good design. Then we got a Venusaur. Now Venusaur also is a great design. I love him better than the last two. I like the flower design. It looks really, really good. I love Venusaur's design. It just looks amazing. Definitely nailed the first grass starter design. Now with the first Mega Evolution, we have Mega Venusaur. My only real problem with Mega Venusaur, it doesn't look bad. I just feel it as it didn't change as much. I just feel as if it didn't change as much from regular Venusaur for it to properly look like a Mega Evolution. Which by all means isn't a bad thing. It's just, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with it. And next up we get to the Gigantamax Venusaur. Now, with Gigantamax Venusaur, it's like completely opposite of the Mega Venusaur. They changed it too much. Like, it's just a bit much with the flower all over it. Like, you can't even see its face. I think Gigantamax Pokemon are supposed to look menacing, and when you can't even see its face, it's not that menacing, and it kind of looks really weird. It goes with most of the Gigantamax Pokemon, if I was really being honest. Our next up is going to be Charmander. Now, Charmander is the first Fire-type starter ever created, and I think it's pretty good. It's a good lizard, so he's a good lizard. Okay? He's a good lizard, And that's really all I gotta say. I like the fire on the tail, and that's really good. Next up is Charmeleon. Charmeleon is pretty much Charmander, except he just looks a little... I don't think he looks as good as Charmander. He's not as cute as Charmander, and I like the little thing on the back of his head, but they just didn't. It still look over the top, like amazing. It just looks okay. It looks pretty good. I'll just say it looks good. Next up is Charizard, fan favorite Pokemon. Charizard is amazing. I personally love Charizard. I don't love him as much as most people do, but I think he's a really good design, and I definitely am not going to say he sucks. One, because I'll get hate for it, and two, I really don't think he sucks. I think he's a good design. He is overrated, but at the same time, he's overrated for a good reason. He's a cool Pokemon. Next up is going to be Mega Charizard X and Y. We'll just throw Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y in there because they're pretty much the same thing, but at the same time they're not the same thing. Let's rate the X one first. Now, Mega Charizard X is the black one, and he looks really good. Mega Charizard X looks awesome. I freaking love Mega Charizard X. This is probably one of my favorite Pokemon in existence. It just looks so freaking cool. I love the blue fire. It is a great throwback to its shiny form of regular Charizard, and Mega Charizard X just looks amazing. They definitely nailed the design. This should set the standard for what all Mega Evolutions should look like. Next up is, and now let's move on to Mega Charizard Y. In Mega Charizard Y, it looks good, but with X's existence, it stands not a chance. But if Mega Charizard Y was Mega Charizard, I wouldn't be mad with it. It still looks amazing. But I just think Mega Charizard X looks way better. And next up, we get to Gigantamax Charizard. Now, Gigantamax Charizard, in my opinion, is really cool. And I love the Rainbow Rare card from Champion's Pass, even though this doesn't really have anything to deal with it. But it's definitely Leon's ace. And I think Gigantamax Charizard looks really, really good. And not really much bad I can say about it. It looks really cool. Really intimidating. A fire-breathing menace with fire wings. It looks awesome. They've nailed all the Charizard forms very well. Now moving on to Squirtle. Now Squirtle is really cute. I know a lot of people that Squirtle is their favorite Pokemon. It looks really cute. It's a really good design overall. Just a nice cute turtle, water turtle. Not much else to say here. Wartortle. A Wartortle looks pretty good for a middle stage start, I gotta admit. He is like, I don't know what those things are on his head. I don't know if they're wings or what, but he looks pretty decent overall. I don't think he looks bad, but it's just the middle stages don't always look fantastic. So I think it looks pretty good overall. It's better than okay. It's pretty good design. Next up is going to be Blastoise. Now Blastoise is amazing. This Blastoise is awesome. However, he is my least favorite of the original 3 form starters, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. Blastoise is really cool. I mean, it's a freaking turtle with cannons coming out of its back. And I think he's a little overrated, but it doesn't stop me from loving it. I still love it, the Blastoise card. And I have a Blastoise card that's from the first generation, like $400 one. It's really awesome. So I think Blastoise is an amazing design. And I move on to Mega Blastoise. Now, before people start getting mad at me, I am not a fan of Mega Blastoise's design. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's go through this. So it has cannons on his hands. So they put cannons on his hands, and he has a giant cannon coming out of his back. You'd think I like that, but the fact that he's like so hunched over just makes him look like a freaking 90-year-old. And I just don't like that design. It just doesn't look good to me. Next up is Gigantamax Blastoise. Now, oh my god, what were they thinking with Gigantamax Blastoise? This design looks so bad. I don't know why. It just looks... His shell is just too much of a focus. They just put too many cannons on him. They should have just kept the cannons on his back and then could have done something else with it. They could have done something else to make him look better. They just slap a bunch of cannons on his turtle shell, and it's just all it is. And it just doesn't look good to me. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of Mega Blastoise or Gigantamax Blastoise. But I guess it is what it is, I guess. Next, we move on to Caterpie. Now, Caterpie is a great design. I think it's just a worm, okay? It's just a worm. But Caterpie is definitely set the standard for bug Pokemon. One of my favorite early game bug-type Pokemon. It's amazing. Next up is Metapod. Now, I love Metapod, guys. I love Metapod. I don't hate Metapod at all. A lot of people hate Metapod. I love Metapod. I think it was hilarious that one when I think it's just a hilarious Pokemon in general. Next up is Butterfree. And I'm sorry if I'm not spending too much time on these next ones. I just want to get this video to not be as long as I think it will be. But anyways, we have Butterfree. Butterfree is a really good design for a butterfly Pokemon. There's not too much going on with it, but I think it looks amazing for what it is. Next up is going to be Gigantamax Butterfree. Now, oh my god, it looks so good. I love Gigantamax Butterfree. Gigantamax Butterfree's design looks so majestic. Looks so majestic and so awesome. Next up is going to be Weedle. Now, Weedle is... I'm not too big of a fan of Weedle. It just looks meh to me. Now, I hate Kakuna's design. Kakuna is just a wannabe Metapod. Next up is Beedrill. Now, Beedrill is... honestly... I used to really love Beedrill, but now I just kind of like Beedrill. I think it's a pretty cool design. Don't get me wrong. It's just, it's just a bee. Like that's, but it has. Okay, never mind what I said. I think it looks really cool with the drill's hands. It looks really awesome. Beedrill's awesome. And we move on to Mega Beedrill. Now, Mega Beedrill, another form of Mega Evolutions. It looks really good. They definitely nailed the Mega Beedrill design, in my opinion. Next up is going to be none other than Pidgey. Now, Pidgey, I hate Pidgey. I just hate Pidgey, okay? We gotta move on. I hate Pidgey. Pidgey for trash. Next up is Pidgeotto. Now, Pidgeotto is a better design, in my opinion. This was one of the earliest Pokemon that I actually knew. It looks really good. It was a pretty good bird design. Now we've got a Pidgeot, which is just, it's honestly just bigger Pidgeotto with hair. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. Next up is Mega Pidgeot. Now, Mega Pidgeot, I never really used... I don't know if I've ever used a Mega Pidgeot in game before. It's got a cool 3D model where it glides around. It just... I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. Next up is Rattata. Now, Rattata looks... Or Rattata, or Rattata, I don't know. I'm just going to call him Rattata. Rattata is... I actually really like Rattata. I don't know why. I just really like Rattata. A lot of people hate Rattata. I think Rattata, I don't know how you say it. Rattata looks pretty good. And it's purple, so it gets a capiche. A wah from me. Gets a special wah. Any purple Pokemon get a wah, okay? That's how it's going to work. Next up is Raticate. Now, Raticate looks a bit of a step down from Rattata. It's got big buck teeth. It's pretty cool, but it's not as good as Rattata. But it's pretty good design for early game normal type. Now we move on to Alolan Rattata. Alolan Rattata looks awesome. I love Alolan Rattata's design. It does not get the WoW ranking because it is not purple, but it still looks amazing. And I love the dark type, even though it is 4 times weak to fight. Next up is Alolan Raticate. Now, Alolan Raticate looks terrible, and we're going to move on because this thing is freaking ugly. Next up is going to be Spearow. Now, Spearow, it's just kind of, I don't like Spearow. I just really don't. I really don't like Spearow. It's kind of just a wannabe Pidgey. It's just like a more intimidating Pidgey. And I don't even like Pidgey to be on, I don't even like Pidgey to begin with, so I don't really like Spearow that much. Next up is Fearow. Not big a fan of Fearow's design either. It's just a bird. Like, they didn't do much with it. It just looks like, it doesn't even look like a Pokemon. It just looks like you could just show me a picture of this and I just think it was a real bird just drawn. Like, it does not look like a Pokemon. It's just like a bird. It's just a regular bird. That's all it looks like. Next up is Ekans. And now this Ekans is going to get the whack because it is purple and it is a snake. And snakes are cool. Next up is Arbok. Arbok is amazing design. I love Arbok's design. It is an amazing Pokemon. Oh yeah, and Ekans and Arbok are snake and cobra spelled backwards. And Arbok also gets the special whack for being purple. Next up is Pikachu, the fan favorite. Pikachu is pretty good. Pikachu is an amazing Pokemon. We don't need to go any further into this because we all know Pikachu is the mascot of the series, and it is for good reason. Next up is Gigantamax Pikachu. Now, why they gave Pikachu a Gigantamax and not Raichu is just beyond me, but they did anyway. And it's just big fat Pikachu. I'm not a big fan of the design in general, but what it's based on is really clever. Because back in the old games, Pikachu was fat, and they based the giant chonker Gigantamax Pikachu after that. So it's just awesome. Nice throwback to that. So I think the Gigantamax Pikachu is way better just for that reason. Next up is going to be Raichu. Now Raichu. Crap. Raichu is a really good design. I like Raichu. He looks really good. Honestly, if Pikachu wasn't the mascot of the series, I'd probably like Raichu more than Pikachu. But just for that sake, I like Pikachu more than Raichu. But Raichu, still amazing. Next up is Alolan Raichu. Now, Alolan Raichu looks so good. I love Alolan Raichu. I love the surfboard, like it surfs on its tail. And it evens in Smash as a Pokemon. Next up is Sandshrew. Now, Sandshrew is... it's just kind of... It's pretty cute. It's not a bad design necessarily. It just kind of looks... It's good. It's a good design for what it is. It's not over the top, which is a good thing. I mean, it's just a nice, chill Pokemon. I like it. Next up is Sandslash. Same thing all with Sandslash. Looks really good. Next up is Alolan Sandshrew. Now, I like Alolan Sandshrew more than a lot of people do. I love Alolan Sandshrew. It looks so good. I love the ice type. Next up is Alolan Sandslash. Now, Alolan Sandslash is really good. I actually used one of these in my Sun playthrough. Or was it Ultra Sun? I don't know. It was one of my Sun and Moon playthroughs. I used a... No, I didn't use it. I used Vulpix. My bad. Either way, these still look really good. Next up is Nidoran Female. Now, Nidoran Female, we can go with Nidoran Female and Nidoran Male. They both look pretty good. I don't know what they're trying to be based on, but they look pretty decent. Next up is going to be Nidorina. Nidorina just... it's just something... It just kind of looks weird to me. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say it looks bad because it really doesn't, if you really think about it. It's just I don't have much of an opinion on it. It's just whatever. It's just meh, I guess. Same thing goes with Nidoqueen. I'm not too big into Nidoqueen. I don't think Nidoqueen looks that good, but it definitely doesn't look bad. I'll give it a meh too. Next up is going to be Nidorino. Now, Nidorino gets the wah because it's purple. Oh yeah, Nidoran Male gets a wah too. But Nidorino gets a wah because it's purple. And so does Nidoking. Also gets a wah. But I especially love Nidoking. Nidoking looks really, really awesome. Ow, my knee. Gosh, I need to stop sitting like that. I'm just going to sit down normally. Because, I'm not going to do that because then you can't see me. But anyway, wah for Nidoking. Next up is going to be Clefairy. Now, that's pink. It does not get a whack. But Clefairy is just meh. Clefable is just meh. To be honest, I'm not too big into those either. So, yeah, that's just how that's going to go. Alright. Next up is Vulpix. Vulpix, I love Vulpix. Really cute design. Amazing. Next up is Ninetales. Oh my god, Ninetales is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I don't know what it is. It's just for nostalgia reasons. It's really meant the only reason I like Ninetales. I don't know what it is. It just looks so good, and I just get happy feelings every time I see it and hear its name. As we got Alolan Vulpix. I don't like the Alolans as much as the regulars, which is actually very unpopular. A lot of people like the Alolan forms of these better than the Cantonian forms, which are the regular ones. Which I personally like the regular ones better, which is actually kind of rare because a lot of people like the other ones better. But anyhow, they still look really good. If it wasn't for nostalgia, I would probably like the Alolan forms better. But anyways, Alolan Vulpix looks really good, and so does Alolan Ninetales. I like they add Fairy type for that. Next up is going to be Jigglypuff. Now, Jigglypuff is really cute, and it's in Smash, so it gets a Super Smash Brothers. Sorry, I didn't give Pikachu that, or Ivysaur or Charizard. You know, I'm not doing that for everyone. Yeah, it looks okay, I guess. Next up is Wigglytuff, and I don't really care for Wigglytuff that much, to be honest with you, so yeah. Next up is going to be Zubat. Now, while it is purple on the wings, does Zubat really deserve a wah? No, I don't think it does. I think it deserves a wah. No, it deserves a cheater because it's purple, but it sucks. So Zubat sucks, and so does Golbat. We all know these suck, so it gets a cheater on Rye. Next up is going to be Oddish. Now, Oddish is it's pretty nice. It's just a little seed, and I like seeds. They're pretty good. Next up is going to be Gloom. Gloom looks pretty good as well. It's just, I don't know. Now I think about it, I don't know if it looks good. How do you call this thing good? Like, yeah, you know, it's just meh, I guess. Next up is Vileplume. Now, Vileplume, I can't call that purple either, so I'm just gonna say, it looks pretty good. It's just a flower. I mean, it's just a flower with eyes and arms. Not the biggest fan of Vileplume, to be honest. It looks okay, I guess. I don't know. Next up is gonna be Patis. Yeah, it's just a crab with mushrooms. It's pretty much all it is. Next up is Parasecta. I love me some Parasecta. 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 So, Parasecta is awesome. It just looks okay, I guess. Yeah, no, this thing's awesome. Next up is Venonat. And Venonat gets the whack because it is purple. And it's just... It looks pretty good. I think it looks just pretty decent, to be honest. It's very forgettable, however, it still has a pretty decent design, if I was really being honest there. So we don't need to shoot it or anything, but I will have the NES Zapper out if we need to shoot anything. Which I probably should have shot Golbat earlier, but I was just not thinking about it or something. But I didn't, so yeah, that's just how it works. So we got Venomoth. Now, little Timmy, sorry little Timmy, but I do not like Venomoth. However, it does get a whack from me. However, we will be shooting Venomoth because it is not a good design. It is very generic. I don't know if it deserved to get shot that much, but okay. Next is going to be Diglett. Now, Diglett. I hate Diglett. Dugtrio, I hate Dugtrio. Very lazy design for just putting 3 of them together. Alolan Diglett, no. Just, no. Alolan Dugtrio. What the heck is this thing? You think it's a form if you just give it hair? Like, seriously? That deserves to get shot 3 times. Alright, we're shooting all 3 of them. Alright, we got them. I think they're all dead. Hopefully they never show their ugly faces again. Stop! Get off the video! No! You're not taking over my video. You piece of crap. Alright, anyway. Next up, we have Meowth. Now, Meowth is just... I don't like Meowth. I don't like Meowth. I just don't. I know there's a lot of Meowth fans out there. I don't like him. He just looks whatever. He's just... In the Gigantamax Meowth, I think the Gigantamax Meowth looks okay, I guess. I've never used one or battled against one. So I couldn't say for sure, because I kind of stopped playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. But the fact about Sword and Shield is they didn't even, like... They, like, updated it, and they didn't even, like, do anything. They updated it, like, way too late. Anyways, Gigantamax Meowth just it looks pretty good, I guess. Next up is going to be Persian. Persian looks really... looks pretty good. And I like how it shoots stuff out of its forehead. That's pretty cool. I like Persian more than Meowth, to be honest. Next up is going to be Alolan Meowth. No. Just now. Alolan Persian. Oh my god, I have so many thoughts on Alolan Persian. It looks like it just ate a watermelon whole. That's all I gotta say. That's just all I gotta say about it. And not only that, the only way to put it out of its misery is to shoot it. Okay, I need to stop getting a little bit over-exaggerated with the NES Zapper at this point. Because, you know, that's just how it's going to go. And, by the way, a turkey is holding you up, by the way. Camera. Next up is going to be Galarian Meowth. A Galarian Meowth looks... just... How is this thing even Meowth? How is this and this a thing? What? I'm making a video. See ya. How is this and this even a thing? That doesn't make any sense. Like, how are they forms? By the way, it doesn't even look that good. Which is why next up is going to be none other than Psyduck. Now, Psyduck, I'm not going to be going over Berserker because it's technically Gen 8. Because it's technically Gen 8, so I'm not going to be going over that. But anyways, we have Psyduck. Psyduck is a really cool Pokemon. I like Psyduck. Alright, anyways. So yeah, Psyduck's pretty good. I love Golduck too. Golduck is an amazing design. I used to have a shiny one of these. I literally beat the Elite Four. And I didn't even, I had to use one full restore the entire time. I could sweep the Elite Four in Kalos with this. In X and Y, I could beat all 4 Elite Four members and the champion with just a shiny level 100 Golduck. So that was pretty cool. Next up is going to be Mankey. Mankey. I don't know. I don't know what that's from, but I feel like I should. There's that one YouTube video. I don't know who it's by, but that was a long time ago. I haven't watched that in a while. Anyways, Mankey looks pretty good. It's kind of weird because it's like a monkey. It's like a pig. I don't know why it was like a nose of a pig. Same thing with Primeape. Primeape just looks really weird. It just takes that design and makes it weirder. So I don't know. Just looks like it looks like a freaking like a dumpling with spikes and a pig mixed with a man. It looks really a little disturbing. We didn't probably take that out of there. Next up is gonna be Growlithe. Growlithe looks really good. Growlithe is an amazing Pokemon. Arcanine, amazing Pokemon. I don't really need to say anything else about those two. They look really good. Next up is going to be Poliwag. Actually, let me make sure none of those have Gigantamax Forms. Okay. Next up is going to be Poliwag. Poliwag looks really good too. I think Poliwag is amazing. Same thing with Poliwhirl and Poliwrath. They all look really good. Next up is going to be Abra. Abra, I'm not too big a fan of Abra specifically. However, Kadabra looks amazing, and so does Alakazam. Alakazam is an awesome Pokemon, and you will not tell me otherwise. And Mega Alakazam looks really good too. I love Mega Alakazam design. I love all the spoons it has. It just looks really amazing. Next up is going to be Machop. Machop, I do not like Machop. The main reason I don't like Machop, it's not because the design sucks. It's just I'm sick and tired. I'm just sick of this thing showing up in my games. Whenever I Nuzlocke stuff, I always use a Machop every time. They're just in every game. Like, I don't even know why. It's just, they just are. It's just annoying. Next up is going to be Machoke. Same thing with Machoke. I see him too much. Now, Machamp, on the other hand, is pretty cool. And next up is going to be Gigantamax Machamp. Gigantamax Machamp looks really cool. I like his arms look like magma. It looks really cool to me. I think the Gigantamax Machamp design looks really awesome. Alright, anyway, so yeah, Gigantamax Machamp looks really good. Next up is going to be Bellsprout. We can just throw Bellsprout in there. Bellsprout looks pretty good. Next we can just throw in Weeping Bell and Victory Bell because they're pretty much the same thing. They look pretty decent as well. Next up is going to be Tentacool, or Tentacool. Tentacool, I don't like Tentacool. See it too much in games. Same thing with Tentacruel, see it too much. Kind of get sick of it. Same thing with Geodude, Graveler, and Golem. Actually, no, we won't throw Golem in there. We'll just throw Geodude and Graveler. Way too many games as well. They just get so tiring of seeing them. Their designs look cool. It's just I don't like seeing them so much. They just they need to add more Pokemon that don't show up as much, like Seismitoad and stuff. Next up is going to be Alolan Golem, or just regular Golem. Regular Golem looks amazing. I love Golem. Golem's good design though. Next up is going to be Alolan Geodude. Alolan Geodude looks good. Alolan Graveler looks good, and Alolan Golem looks awesome. A lot of people hate Alolan Golem, but I think Alolan Golem is amazing because it has a beard. And, you know, I love facial hair. Next up is going to be Ponyta. Ponyta looks really good. Fire Horse. Same thing with Rapidash. It's like I think it looks really good. Which brings us to Galarian Ponyta. Oh my god, it looks so majestic. This is one of the most majestic Pokemon ever to be invented. And I like the little, I don't know if this is supposed to be based off of Pegasus, but Alolan Rapidash. That looks awesome. I never got the chance to use one, but I would love to. Actually, I don't think we used one in the surprise lock, did we? I think we lose it. The surprise lock. But either way, that's just how that's going to be. Next up is going to be Slowpoke. Slowpoke looks really good to me. I think it's a really good design. And it just looks funny. So, just let me see if there's any purple Pokemon we missed, because I'm sorry if I didn't give any past purple Pokemon whys, because I was kind of going fast. But yeah, so Slowbro looks really good too. Now we move on to Alolan Slowpoke. Galarian Slowpoke. Galarian Slowpoke looks really good too, and so does a Galarian Slowbro. I really like a Galarian Slowbro. I like how it has the little arm, the shelter or whatever the thing is on his arm. It looks really good. Which is why also Mega Slowbro looks hilarious. So I love it. I love a Mega Slowbro. Next is gonna be Magnemite. Magnemite, just not enough going on here. It just looks kind of generic. I mean, it doesn't look like a Pokemon, just like an object or something with an eye. Same thing with Magneton. Very lazy. Magneton is very lazy. However, this was the first shiny I've ever found. So you're just laying in bed. Found it, so I will shoot it only once though. Okay, I lied. I said only once. I will not do that again. So yeah, Magneton is a lazy design, but I have a soft spot for him because it's very good. That's why he brings us to which we don't go to that yet. We go to Farfetch'd. Now Farfetch'd looks, Farfetch'd is kind of weird. I mean, it's just a bird holding a stick. It's not much going on. Galarian Farfetch'd, on the other hand, looks just... Its evolution's awesome. But Galarian Farfetch'd is not, on its own, isn't very good. I mean, now that I think about it, I think it's pretty decent. It's just decent. It's just decent. Which brings us to Doduo. Let's see what my cat thinks about Doduo.
You like Doduo?
You like Doduo? Like Doduo? Ooh, she likes Doduo, I think. So Doduo is pretty decent. Something with Dodrio looks pretty good too. Same thing with Seal and Dugong. I think they're pretty lazy. The names of them is literally a seal is literally a seal, and a Dugong is literally a Dugong. Would you get your hand off my face? Anyway, so yeah, that's how I was gonna go. Next up is gonna be Grimer. Grimer looks it's a whack, but it is just a pile of sludge. So let's let Bella shoot him. Hey! Hey!
So let's let Bella shoot him. Hey! Hey! So let's let Bella shoot him. Hey! Hey! Let's let Bella shoot him. Hey! Hey!
Let's let Bella shoot him. Hey! Fast.
Anyway, so that's just like, hey!
Anyways, yeah, so Grimer looks okay, I guess. Muck also gets a whack.
Muck is just a bigger pile of sludge. Just how it is. Alolan Grimer looks awesome though. I love Alolan Grimer. Alolan Muck looks amazing. I really wish I could use. I think I did use an Alolan Muck actually in my Ultra Sun playthrough. Next up is going to be Shelder. Now Shelder looks really, really good. Actually, no, it doesn't. It looks terrible. But it gets a whap because it's purple, and I like the tongue hanging out. It's funny. Cloyster is just, I guess. Also gets a whap. Next up is going to be Ghastly. Ghastly also gets a whap because it's purple, and it's a pretty good first ghost type. Next up is going to be Haunter. Also gets a whap, and it's also a pretty good ghost type. Ooh, Bella, be quiet, baby. Gengar looks whack, and I love Gengar. Gengar is so cool, and I think a lot of people agree with that. Next up is going to be Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar looks awesome. I love me some Mega Gengar every now and then. the other week. Gigantamax Gengar, on the other hand, it's just kind of weird. It's just a giant mouth. The mouth is just a big attraction there. So yeah, that's just what that is. Next up is going to be Onyx. Onyx looks awesome. I always loved Onyx as a kid. Next up is going to be Drowsy. Drowsy is creepy, and so is Hypno. Hypno and Drowsy are both creepy, and I hate both of them with a passion. Next up is going to be Krabby. What sound does Krabby make? No, he makes... Not... No! That's not what he makes, Bella. Anyways, that's just what he makes. So, yeah, Krabby's pretty cool. Next up is going to be Kingler. Now, Kingler, it kind of looks very similar to Krabby, and it's kind of lazy just because of its claw, so it gets a lazy shot.
Oh, get scared. No.
Anyway, yeah, it's that. Anyways! Gigantamax Kingler. Gigantamax Kingler just looks... I like Gigantamax Kingler. It looks pretty good. Not over the top, but yeah, it looks pretty decent. Next was going to be Voltorb. I like the creative idea of a Pokeball being a Pokemon. It was pretty cool. I'm surprised it didn't take them... I'm actually surprised that Pokemon, of all people, actually did this early in the first generation. It probably would have been like maybe like 6th generation or something when they did that. And then Electrode is just flipped upside down. That's kind of lazy. They should have made... What they should have done was did a Great Ball design for the middle evolution. Electrode should have been a Great Ball and then an Ultra Ball for a 4th... Or for a 3rd stage and then a Mega Evolution Master Ball. I think that would look awesome. But anyways, yeah, so Electrode, just whatever. Also, it isn't Pokemon. Smash. Next up is going to be Execute. Oh, Execute looks pretty... just whatever, I guess. I don't know. I don't like Execute too much. Executor, on the other hand, is awesome. And Alolan Executor is a dragon type for some reason, and I think it's really cool. It's kind of funny. Next up is going to be Cubone. Tasty. I love me some Cubone, man. Cubone stew. I love me some Cubone stew. That's my favorite food. Marowak, on the other hand, is it's lame, I guess. I mean, no, it's cool. It's cool. But Alolan Marowak, woo! Man, they hit out of the park with this one. Alolan Marowak is amazing. Next up is going to be Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee looks pretty cool. Its kicks are its specialty, and I like kicks. Next up is going to be Hitmonchan. I like the boxing it has. It's pretty cool. I like the Hitmons. They're pretty good. Next up is going to be Lickitung. Just now. Coughing. Wah. Wheezing. Wah. Galarian. Wheezing. Really nice. I love Galarian Wheezing. It looks really good. I like how they have like the clean smoke instead of the regular smoke. I don't know if there's Galarian coughing, is there? I don't think so. It's just Galarian Wheezing. Whatever. Next up is going to be Rhyhorn. I like Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's pretty awesome design. Rhydon's the first Pokemon they ever designed. I think it looks really good. Next is going to be Chansey. I hate Chansey. Next is Tangela. Tangela's blue spaghetti cheeks, and you know what I always say? Blue lips matter. So, yeah, blue lips matter. That's all I gotta say. I was surprised Tangela didn't get censored because Jinx did, but whatever. Anyways, we have Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan looks really good too. I just think it just kind of weird. I think they could have done a kangaroo design better. They made it look a little fat, in my opinion. So I don't know. Mega Kangaskhan, on the other hand, looks really awesome. I like how the baby finally comes out in battles. Pretty awesome. Next up is going to be Horsey. Horsey looks awesome. Seadra looks... I don't know. It doesn't fill me for a final evolution. Good thing it isn't. But in Gen 1, this would not have satisfied me as a fan, even though I wasn't in Pokemon back then. Or I wasn't even, really even alive back then. I don't know. It was just fine, I guess. Next up is going to be Goldeen. Goldeen just looks like a goldfish. Not much else to say here. Same thing with Seeking, just a goldfish. I mean, that's really it, to be honest. Which is why next up is going to be Staryu. Staryu looks really cool. I love me some Staryu every now and then. Starmie, whack, an amazing design. Next up is Mr. Mime. Oh, God, man. This is just going to get shot. We're going to shoot this thing 7 times. And 7. Okay, don't get too carried away there. Alright, let's do Mr. Mime sucks and Galarian Mr. Mime. Doesn't look much better. It really doesn't. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just okay. Anyways, Scyther. Oh, on the Cerebi, they actually made that shiny Scyther. That's weird. Scyther looks really cool. I love me some Scyther, too. Jinx? No. I have to say it. Wah! This thing was spawned with so many censorships when it first came out. So Jinx was just what is wrong? What is going on? What is just going on here? What is going on here? Okay. Next was going to be Electabuzz. I think Electabuzz looks pretty good. Next was Magmar. Magmar, they made it look really cool. I think Magmar should have stayed a single stage, to be honest. But I think it looks really good. Even though it does have like a boobs or whatever the heck that is on its head. I don't even know what that is. Okay, I probably shouldn't have said that. Anyways, Pinsir. Pinsir looks awesome. I love Pinsir. Definitely one of my favorite bug types. Same thing with Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir, a lot of people think is a bit too much. I think Mega Pinsir looks awesome. Next up is going to be Magikarp. Magikarp is awesome. I love me some Magikarp too. Magikarp is so cool. Next up is going to be Gyarados. We can just throw Gyarados in there. Gyarados. Oh my god, Gyarados is so awesome. Oh yeah, crap. Yeah, Gyarados is cool. And then I got Mega Gyarados, is also awesome. But I skipped Tauros, sorry. Tauros looks awesome too. I love me some Tauros. And I like how it's based off like the Zodiac thing. I think it's based off Zodiac. I don't know. Next we got my favorite Pokemon ever, which is Lapras. Lapras. I love Lapras. Lapras is so awesome. And it gets to shoot me. It's so awesome. So that's Lapras. Lapras is amazing. Next up is going to be Ditto. I love Wah. And Ditto is really cool because Ditto can transform into any Pokemon. So technically it's amazing Pokemon because it can transform into your favorite Pokemon anytime. So yeah. Next up is going to be Eevee. Eevee is awesome. Eevee is just cute. This is just the evolution of Maniac right here. Eevee is just, how can you not love Eevee? Like seriously, how can you not love Eevee? Which is why Gigantamax... Oh, I forgot Gigantamax Lapras, too. Gigantamax Lapras is amazing as well. Gigantamax Eevee is just... I don't know, it's just whatever, I guess. They didn't really do enough with it, I feel. Which is why Vaporeon is... I love Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. All three of them evolutions. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Amazing. Which is why next up is going to be Porygon. Porygon is lame. Next is going to be Almanite. Or no, Almanite's not Lord Helix. No. Almanite is okay. Next up is Lord Helix. Lord Helix himself. Lord Helix. Rise up to Lord Helix. Obviously, Lord Helix is amazing. Lord Helix. Lord Helix for Smash. Lord Helix for Smash. Next up is Kabuto. Kabuto, yeah, just meh. I like how it's based on the horseshoe crab or whatever trilobite thing. That's pretty nice. Kabutops looks awesome. Awesome Kabutops. I just don't really understand the evolution much, but it looks pretty good. Next up is going to be Air. Someone's funeral doing that. That's really weird. Someone's funeral doing that. Anyway, we have Aerodactyl. That's it. Aerodactyl looks really good. So does Mega Aerodactyl. That's gonna be Snorlax. Snorlax is awesome. You gotta love you some Snorlax every now and then. Gigantamax Snorlax is hilarious. I love it. They did like the Torterra thing where they have like a whole tree on its belly. That just looks awesome to me. Which is why next up is going to be the legendaries. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres all look amazing. Favorite out of those is Zapdos. Least favorite is probably Moltres. And Articuno looks good too. Next up is going to be Dratini. Dratini is very cute. Same thing with Dragonair and Dragonite. However, Dragonite, I think I like Dratini the most. But Dragonite looks really awesome too. I love the good cards in those. And next up is going to be Mewtwo. Now, Mewtwo is just awesome, dude. You can't not love Mewtwo. You just can't. So that's that. Which is why next up is going to be... Oh, yeah, the next up is going to be Mega Mewtwo X. Mega Mewtwo X. I like Mega Mewtwo X too. I personally like it more than Y just because Mega Mewtwo X, I used it more and I love when it's coming out. Things boom. And then Mega Mewtwo Y looks pretty good too. Next up is going to be Mew. And last Pokemon on the list is Mew. And Mew just looks really cute. And the first mythical Pokemon ever. It's awesome. What Gen 1 Pokemon are your favorite? Were there any designs I missed? I probably did. So thank you guys for watching. And be sure to comment, like, subscribe. And tell me your least favorite and favorite Gen 1 Pokemon are. And see you guys in part 2, which will be Generation 2. So see you guys then. Wow!